Is that true? You were seeing a therapist when you were 11?
Man, from 11 till 17, yeah.
How often? Like weekly, fortnightly?
Yeah, weekly, bro, every Friday from school.
And for anger management?
Anger management, I had trouble kind of sitting still. My mum did think I had ADD, and I think I was diagnosed by the school person. They said, oh, you know, exhibiting ADHD. I'm still not sure if I do, but the counseling was kind of a place to go where I felt safe to talk about things that were happening at home, or like just creatively have a talk. Sometimes we'd sit and do nothing, you know, like just draw. I'd be drawing. But it was just a space for me, and I had that space for years. Yeah, man.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
And at a very young age too.
Yeah.
Why were you so fucked up?
That's a great question. Bro, I don't even, I still feel like I still am very much that way.
Well, can I just say, you may still feel that way, but the kings that I've got to know, and this is only since 2016, is just like hardworking, disciplined, reliable, always on time, always courteous, always polite, always nice. I don't know. Right. I don't know. I don't know what you see when you look in the mirror, but maybe from an outsider's perspective, he's a good man.
Maybe it was all that work.
Well, yeah, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, but it's like what? Because I was like in my mid-40s before I went to a therapist for the first time, and
really,
yeah. I probably should have done it a long time earlier.
I don't know if 11's the right age either, but I mean, yeah, maybe in between. Yeah. Why so late for you?
I think I was just scared.
Yeah.
When you have, because you're like, where do I start? Like, like, where do I start? But as soon as you get into that room, you realise, oh, they're the trained professional. They'll lead
for sure.
So that's a lot of work. Why were you so angry?
Man, I don't know if anger was a fair assessment of what I was. I think the frustration from not being able to communicate effectively, like, so I could only, it's like the equivalent of a baby trying to yell like I'm hungry, right? And like all they can do is cry. So for me, all I could do was punch walls and like exert anger. It's not that I was necessarily angry, it was just frustration of being able to say like
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Shut up, sir.
Well, still angry.
Yeah. Fucking yeah. Exactly. Smash that fucking phone down. Yeah. So it was, the frustration of being able to say things like I miss my dad, you know, not being able to say those words as a kid because you don't even know that's what's going on. So yeah, again, when my dad wasn't around, you know, I'm like yearning for a male energy that I don't have, and I don't know how to say that, so I'm punching walls and throwing rocks at windows and all this kind of stuff. Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So you're just angry and you just don't know how to articulate it.
For sure. And like, I mean, man, as a kid, bro, I look at kids now and I think they're so advanced in some ways, and then I think they're also silly in a lot of ways. You got tech because they can read anything, they can Google things now, and they seem smart. Even my daughter, like she'll tell me things that I didn't know about emotions. Like she'll say, "Oh, Dad, you know this feeling comes from this, and did you know that if you talk about this?" I'm like, "How are you this young and understand this?" So it's a new world. Where back then I think it was a lot more about shut up, like just shut up and get on with it. You know, go for a run.
Yeah. How old are you
now? I'm 33.
33.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I'm 50. I'm almost like another generation, like older than you. And right. Yeah.
So you must think the same about us. Yeah. Oh, you got fucking.
No. I'm guessing there's been like just huge like seismic leaps, like in the last generation in terms of technology and information and everything.
For sure.
So so go back to the real early years. So so your relationship with your dad's good now, but it was so your mum and dad broke up when you were a young age.
Yeah, young.
Dad's Māori, mum's Samoan, but was adopted out to a Palangi family.
Did some research, good man. Yes.
Yeah. So and they broke. Were they ever together with you, or did he bounce for you early?
So I got a couple years, I think, with Dad. I want to say age of 5 or 6. Yeah. So I remember him. Like there's memories for sure, and I see photos. So he was around. But do I like? As a kid, don't know. You're making, you're piecing it together as you go, you know. So all of a sudden, Dad's not there, and you just think, oh, he's probably just gone to the shop. Like, you know, you don't know. You're just like, oh, he'll be around soon. And then you see him in a weekend, and you're like, oh, he's back, and you piece it together.
Right.
With very horrible tools. You're piecing together like a fucking clay thing that you have no idea how to do. So, bad analogy, but yeah, the absence was, I wasn't sure if I knew he was around or not. I just felt he was absent. Yeah.
And your mum, that was a nasty breakup, right? So
I don't
she
think
talked shit about him?
Yeah, I don't think they liked each other too much. And my mum, for fair reason, you know, I think about these, there's so many kids that I know that have gone through the similar thing of having a broken home, and sometimes the mum will react in a way because she's been hurt, you know, whether it be cheating, whether physical, whatever it is, and the reaction without her knowing could affect the kids, you know. But I have to forgive her, knowing that she didn't have the tools to communicate that either. So.
She's just probably just like projecting her
she's
anger.
Just angry, and bro, fair enough. I'd be pissed off too.
You should have sent her to anger me.
Yeah. Maybe she was sending me because she was secretly like, "What did you learn? What tools did you learn?" Yeah.
But that, you look back now from the perspective of a guy that's been doing the solo dad thing. Did she do a good job?
I think she did a great job. Man. Yeah, she raised us well. Like, she raised us well, man. I'm a courteous guy. Respectful to women for the most part. She's taught me how to be lovely. She's the lovely side of me. Yeah.
When you, for the most part, what do you mean?
Yeah, like saying please and thank you or something. Oh, yeah. You know, she ingrained that in me, to be courteous. I pulled chairs out. I pour people glasses of water, and just that's innate in me from her. My dad's taught me how to be a businessman and how to be a man more recently. But yeah, my mum lives within me and my day-to-day.
How do you mean? What aspect about being a man?
Walking tall. Yeah, being able to walk tall. And I don't know if you remember when we first started, 2016, when I first started doing radio runs, bro, my shoulders were hunched back. I see photos and stuff of it. I was really nervous, scared to be in a room and take up space.
So you trying to make yourself small?
Yeah, just naturally doing that. And
I never noticed that. I just thought you were a humble guy.
Oh, that's
like a guy that was sort of, you know how we talked before about the iceberg thing, and it sort of felt like you were just suddenly in the spotlight, like a deer in the spotlight. But
that's what happened. Yeah. And I guess for someone who, I would consider myself an introvert, which is awkward because I'm a performer, right? But yeah, I did feel like a deer in headlights is a good way to put it. And so my dad kind of being in my life taught me how to pull my shoulders back, take the space and own it. Yeah.
Shit, so you're still doing work, eh?
Yeah.
You're still a work in progress. Yeah.
Oh, bro, forever, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I mean, until we're gone, you know.
Yeah. Well, no, that's cool. I fully agree. It's like a growth mindset. But I think a lot of people just sort of give up and they go, well, this is how I am. You know, take it or leave it.
You think so?
I think a lot of people are like that. But I think it's a great way to be, to, you know, always have work ons and always be tweaking and trying to improve yourself.
Yeah, I actually never thought of it like that. Like, I figure everyone's trying to do the right thing and get better, but maybe you're right.
Everyone wants to be the best version of themselves, but it does take work.
It does take a lot of work. Yeah.
So you can wish it, but that's not going to make it happen.
That's not going to do shit.
Yeah, like I feel like I'm better at communicating on this podcast than what I am with some of my personal relationships, and I know that's something that I'm trying to work on. You know,
or just get a camera in between you guys. Are we going to do a chat and just get a microphone in between?
I don't know, and I'm obsessed with like pleasing people, and I'll sometimes say yes to things, then afterwards I'll be like, "Fuck, why did I say yes to that?"
Wow, okay.
I want to know, is that why you were here today?
No, bro. That's actually quite that was never a thing. Weirdly, I know what you mean, because I don't know if it's a human thing. Like, we like to just go, yeah, bro, yeah, I'll see you, you know. But I think for me, when I started doing business, that attitude isn't always great. Like, if you start saying yes to everything, you burn yourself out. I can't be there for my daughter because I'm doing 300 other things.
Yeah.
And so I actually learned by being a dad and a business owner that the power of no is actually a lot stronger than the power of yes. So, yeah,
Absolutely.
I say no a lot more these days.
That's good. It's a powerful word, eh?
Yeah. No,
It's
and,
really
and to mean it, like, no, I still love you, you know, like, hey, bro, no, but I love you. And yeah.
Yeah, I think people respect that honesty. Okay, so your mum and dad split when you
Yes.
were like, say, 5-ish or so. So who's in the house? It's you and your older brother.
Me, my older brother, my little sister, and my mum.
Yeah. So your older brother, he was kind of like your male figure in your life.
He became it, yeah. He kind of was thrust into it, I guess, just
Right.
by way of default. Strong dude, man. Very, very strong character. Yeah.
And was he was a bit of a low key bad dude?
Yeah. Oh, not Loki.
Right?
he's just a gangster, man. I think for people like me, Māori Polynesian, it's not uncommon to have a man thrust into that role early, and then to have to wield the responsibilities of a young father, brother, or cousin. Yeah. But I feel like I'm doing this a lot. It feels like we're having a root. Like every time I laugh, it's just, sorry, bro. If that comes on your thing, sorry, bro.
Yeah. No, that's good. That's definitely not being edited out. So you were, from what I've read, you were sort of heading down that path as well. Like
Yeah, oh, bro.
you had street smart, so you never got in trouble. But what were you doing? Just like dealing weed?
Yeah, bro. Oh, it's so funny. Like, it's funny because I know my daughter might watch this, but like, yeah, like, bro, survival. Survival is the best way to put it. Like, it wasn't that I was doing one thing or anything. It's just survival. Like, you do what you can. At that age, I had a big chip on my shoulder around blaming the police and white people for problems. That I think that just comes in with the narrative of being in the hood. So I had these kind of chips on my shoulder, and to fall into line, you play ball. You know what I mean? You go with your cousins to these places, and you go to these house parties, and you do these things that they do because there's no one telling you don't do that, you know. So you're just rolling with the punches. So yep, I was doing stupid shit for sure when I was younger. Yeah.
You ever get caught or get in trouble? Or?
I think the worst thing I got caught was like spray painting. And it was literally caught red-handed. Like, I spray painted, and there was red paint in my hands. The cops come, and they're like, "Who's been spray painting?" I was like, "Not me." Check my hands. It's just fucking red paint.
Actually, there's a line about that in that album we're talking about, Dad's Son.
Spray painting, exactly.
So then what happens? They you get diversion, you get in trouble, they just take you home?
They take you home, they tell you to clean your shit, you clean your thing. It was lucky it was wet, so it came off. And then I got home and I'd get a hiding,
from your mum.
Yeah.